So in this video, I'm going to show you how to make equivalent fractions. And so I'm just going to start by showing you that if we multiply anything by 1, it is itself. So 2/3 times 1. I'm saying one group of 2/3 is 2/3. And so what does 2/3 mean? So let's draw this model. Okay, the number on the bottom tells us the number of pieces in one whole, of equal pieces in one whole. Okay, and so there are 2 of those. So I'm going to shade 2. My numerator, the number on the top, tells me how many pieces out of the total. So 2/3. So now let's say I want to write equivalent fractions for 2/3. So I can multiply 2/3 by any fraction equivalent to 1. For example, I can multiply 2/3 by 2/2. And that's going to get me 4/6. So we can see that if we draw our models, okay, so this model is in 6ths and this model is in 3rds. So if I shade 4/3, I am shading an equivalent amount to 2/3. 4/6 is equivalent to 2/3. So you can make an equivalent fraction by multiplying this fraction by any fraction equivalent to 1. And a fraction is equivalent to 1 if the numerator is the same as the denominator. So we can multiply 2/3 by 5/5 and get 10/15. So 10/15 is equivalent to 2/3 and 4/6. We could multiply 2/3 by 10/10 if we wanted to, and that would get us 20/30, which is equivalent to all these other fractions. The most important thing that you do in this is to make sure that what you do to the bottom, you do to the top. You have to do the same thing to each one to keep your fractions equivalent. You'll need to know how to make equivalent fractions for the next lesson. And the next lesson, you're going to be adding fractions with unlike denominators. Stay tuned.